What's up, A to Z Sports Live, Titan halftime show. Titans with another halftime lead. This one behind Mason Rudolph, 10-7
What
at
could go wrong?
halftime in Buffalo. And the Titans get the ball to start the second half against the Bills. We're here to break down the entire first half as the Mason Rudolph game and the Titans defense have the Bills on upset alert in Buffalo. I'm Austin Stanley alongside Easton Freeze. Easton, real quick, tell the people that are piling in here really fast what they got to do here as we get a really quick halftime show here from Nashville talking about this game in Buffalo.
Folks, just stop what you're doing right now on your phone, on your computer. Find that like button, hit it for us. Smash that like button right now. It's all we ask of you. It's very simple. It helps us out a ton. So like the show.
Yep, I'm about to do the like button right now and
go.
liked it for me. All right, welcome into A to Z Sports Titan halftime show here on Titan Game Day Live. Want to thank our sponsors real quick. X Golf Nashville and Murfreesboro, the home of indoor golf in Middle Tennessee at playxgolf.com. BetMGM, download that BetMGM app and use the all the boosts you get on football weekends to get more winnings. BetMGM is an official partner of the Tennessee Titans, and T-Dot. Help join the cause to end littering across Tennessee by visiting nobodytrashestennessee.com. Easton, my goodness, I'll let you start, but I mean, whatever that craziness Benny Hill music was the very end.
Almost worked. Ridley should have kept the ball.
It almost worked.
It almost worked.
Calvin really caught the ball. That's good. So, Easton, your reaction as the Titans have a 10-7 lead behind Mason Rudolph, who looked pretty good for most of the first half. He does have 2 turnovers to his name, but Easton, your reaction?
Does he have 2 or almost 2?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Two fumbles, one lost fumble. Right.
You're correct.
And one of those, it did seem like it may have been just as much on the center as it was on the quarterback, but that exchange not working out. 2 big stories so far, right? It's Mason Rudolph and what this offense looks like with the control of the offensive experiment. Mason Rudolph in there doing his job, looking exactly like what we all think of when we think of Mason Rudolph, right? Like just good quarterbacking. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Austin, kind of beating the allegations a little bit. The Titans defense, we've been calling into question their number 1 defense in the league status, based on the raw stats of yards, some extenuating circumstances that make us think we think they're good, but are they that good? In this game against a good Bills offense, holding Josh Allen to 65 yards, 4 of 10 passing, 40% completion percentage, 62 quarterback rate. They're not getting it done on the ground either. James Cook, 5 attempts for 24 yards. Ray Davis, 1 attempt for 0 yards. Defense is cooking. Offense is looking like a lot closer to the vision, I think, that Brian Callahan and the offensive staff have for this offense. So it just feels like what could go wrong in the second half. Titans do get the ball, but we've been here before this season, right? On this halftime show, talking about them having a lead at half.
This is the 5th game of this season, and this is just the 6th game of the whole season, but the 5th game of the season, the Titans have either had the lead at halftime or had the game tied at halftime. The only time they did not have either a tie or a lead was against the Green Bay Packers in a blowout loss back in week 3. But the Titans defense, very strong, right? The Bills really only have a stretch of like 3 plays where they did anything. And if you want to add
the one drive, right?
One drive,
single drive.
Yep. And Thomas Okoye on the kick return just spring loads the returner for 27 extra more yards when he shouldn't have gotten that. And then all of a sudden you see Jarvis Brownlee Jr. getting a little rookie, aggressive, comes off of Keon Coleman, who was wide open. Josh Allen
I think that was a communication thing. I think Amani wasn't on the same
real
page,
quick,
but we'll see.
To me, like Brownlee came off of Coleman because he thought Allen was going to run the football. And that's what happened. And then Coleman was wide open.
I thought he was passing him off. Maybe you're right.
And then the very next play, James Cook has a touchdown run that looked really easy, going right through the Red Sea there of the Titans defense. But look, this Titans defense has forced 4 3-and-outs, including one right there at the end of the first half when the Bills have a chance after a big stop by their own defense to go either tie or get the lead in this game. But the Titans defense stays strong, and all of a sudden Mason Rudolph flirts with some points there at the end of the first half. So look, Easton, I think this is a crazy good first half, obviously, by the Tennessee Titans offense overall. I'm going to go ahead. I think we should get to some super chats here in a second, but Do you remember what my bet was at BetMGM for this game today? Do you remember what I said in the pregame show?
Does it happen to be exactly the number of completions that Mason Rudolph has at halftime?
I said over 18.5 completions for Mason Rudolph today, plus 105, plus money. And
You're not there yet, baby. You're not there. Don't count your chickens.
In the first half, 18 to 23 for 155 yards and 1 touchdown. He's been sacked 1 time. He also has a touchdown pass to NWI, only catch first downs and touchdowns. And so, like, I think
my bet looks good too, by the way.
Yes.
I mean, Tony Pollard over 70.5 rushing yards. He's at 65, and he needs a touchdown for that parlay to hit. So I think we're looking good across the board today.
Looking very good. Let's get to some super chats coming in here. King VC says, lock in and like the show. This is an excitedly aggravating, if that makes sense. And I think it should make sense because this is, like you said off the top, this is what the plan looked like it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember in the preseason, the like 3 or 4 Levis drives where they had the ones in there across a couple games, and every time they do it, they would score points? And we came away from those preseason games saying, well, there's the vision. Like, that's what it's going to look like. That's our little taste. That's our preview. Everything is going well. You're getting the ball to your highly paid guys. You're mixing it up. Levis looks decisive with his throwing, all of these things. And then you get to the regular season and just it all doesn't happen. You don't see any of that. The decisiveness is gone. The mix and match play calling is gone. The involvement of your highest paid guys is gone. This is, I keep getting reminded of how I felt in those preseason games today. It's not incredible offense. It's just good offense. It's perfectly acceptable offense.
You know what it is? It's smart offense.
Sure.
Today has been smart offense because let's look at the pass catchers for the Titans today.
Basically the whole team, right? I mean, everybody's gotten in on the action.
3 catches on 3 targets for 42 yards. Early on in the game, Josh Wiley, 2 for 23. Nick Vannett, 3 for 16. That is 8 catches by the Titans tight ends. All of them, I think you could deem successful. I think Nick Vannett had 1 that basically didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. But you're seeing, like, smart offense is play action early, easy completions with yards after the catch opportunities for big players in the flats. And that's what you saw. Then you've also seen the ability for Mason Rudolph to drop back in the pocket, stay chill in the pocket, calm in the pocket on 3rd and passing, 3rd and long, and be able to complete the ball over the middle to guys like Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd, DeAndre Hopkins, and also Chigakonkwo in that situation. And NWI, my fault leaving out my guy right there. So Mason Rudolph looks like a veteran quarterback. Mm-hmm. He looks like Easton knows where to go with the football.
He sure does.
You know, Nick Holtz is out there talking Thursday, team offensive meeting. We got to point out get the laser pointer. Where's the football need to go? Mason Rudolph is throwing the football where it's supposed to go.
He took notes that day, clearly.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, no, it's just what he does.
I'm kidding.
Like, he's not being overly aggressive. He's not throwing the ball down the field. But Mason Rudolph is very smart when it comes to playing the quarterback position. And this has everything. If the Titans can repeat the first half in the second half and come out of Buffalo with a win, it blows up everything in Nashville of what we were really wondering about this season.
It does. And I'm just reading through the comments here. I'm really surprised. The one thing I'm surprised everybody's saying is Callahan's playing scared. It's really cautious offense. Guys, they're averaging 5.7 yards per play. They're on pace for 450 yards of offense. Just because there hasn't been a 40-yard play doesn't mean it's been cautious, scared offense. It has. Are we watching the same thing here?
I mean, if you want to count, Calvin Ridley technically gets 33 yards in that last play right before half. But if you want to look at it outside of that, you have a 26-yard play, and that's the only thing over 20 yards. Tony Pollard's averaging 5.9 yards a carry and as long as 14. I believe that was the one that was on like the second or the first and 15 after a penalty. That was a big 14 yards. He also had a 12-yard run after, I guess, on the 3rd and 28 handoff there too. Let's see. Caden just says, tighten up. Zachary
That's my brother,
says,
by the way. What's up, Caden?
Oh, hey, Easton's brother.
I'll give you that $2 back later. I appreciate that.
No, well, I mean, okay, if you want to. Zachary says, please, defense, you know what the offense is. So let's go ahead and dive into our question that we always get into at the halftime show, and that is your confidence level. What is your confidence level in the Titans actually beating the Bills and winning this game? The Titans get the ball back to start the third quarter. What's your confidence level on a 1 through 10? 1 being there's no chance the Titans win, 10 being it's a guarantee, flat out guarantee. 5 is unavailable. You cannot answer 5 because that means you're sitting on the fence. Get off the fence.
Loser.
Pick a side. Yep. You can use decimals up to the 10th. No, I'm not talking 100 decimals. 1,000th decimal would be damned. But what is the confidence level here? Easton, I'll let you get to the comments, but make sure you like the show. Please hit that like button. Like the show right here while you're watching on Facebook and on YouTube. We got a great halftime audience in here, so we need more of you guys to hit that like button for us. Just a quick show. Easton, confidence levels, hit me with it.
Yeah, I'm seeing literally every number represented. We've got 2s and 4s and 3s. We've got 7s and 5s and 6s and 8s. We are everywhere on the number chart here. My confidence level, Austin, is last week I said my confidence level in that game at halftime was a 6 because the Titans were up at halftime and they got the ball at half. Today they are up at halftime and they get the ball at half. So my confidence level once again is a 6.
You're a 6.
Yep.
Man, I said last week in this spot, I was at 4. Yeah. I don't think the Titans win this game. I think Josh Allen will not play
bad.
Josh Allen will not have 2 games where he's like 9 for 30 in one season. He's already got 1. So I don't think he's going to have another. I'm just going to stay consistent. I'm going to say 4. I'm at a 4.
It's Groundhog's Day around here.
Yeah. I mean, because something bad's going to happen. Just talking about this real quick.
We've been here every week.
Except for the Packers game. Nicholas Petit-Frere is not good. Jalen Duncan getting hurt because, Corey Curtis tweeted me, how does an offensive lineman get hurt his hamstring? It's because the defensive lineman has him wearing skates. And when you have skates on, a big man can easily do the splits and pull a hamstring.
Sure.
So, I think the Bills defense and the Bills in general are good enough to overcome a 3-point halftime deficit. I trust the Titans offense to actually get points coming out of the halftime break? No, I don't, to be honest. I know they've moved the football quite a bit, but even if they get a field goal here, the Bills, all they have to do is score a touchdown and they have the lead. Mm-hmm. So that's right. The 3-point lead really makes me nervous. So I'm a 4 out of 10 because I think there's another Titans offensive turnover that's going to happen because the offensive line can't hold up. I really like the way Mason Rudolph's playing, but I just don't trust it. I don't trust the offensive line.
Right.
And the defense is not going to keep up the same rate of success.
I think all of that is fair, and I don't think anybody's going to be surprised if they win or lose this game because we've seen them lose. Really, this is their chance. They've so far the first half, they've shown us the things that we want to see. But what did we talk about earlier this week, Austin? Finishing the game. They have a finishing problem. They have to finish. Score more than 0 points in the fourth quarter, and you have a chance to win.
All right, game's coming back real quick. Super chat. Zachary Smith says if Mayo wins, Mayo boy is done. And then Servuco says Rudolph sells the RPO or play actions better. I agree with that one. We'll talk about the Mayo boy in the post-game show. Regardless of what happens, appreciate you guys. Like the show on the way out. Shout out X Golf. Shout out BetMGM. Shout out T-Dot. We'll see you guys for the post-game. Appreciate it.
Vandy ranked, by the way.